If you've seen any Ben 10 episode ever, then you probably know about Dr. Animo. And if I asked you to describe Dr. Animo, you'd probably say supervillain or mad scientist. What if I told you there was more to his character than just that? What if I told you that all along, Dr. Animo is an abuser? Every episode he wreaks havoc with some animal partner of his, but when you really think about it, that animal is drugged and brainwashed and forced to do everything. Now, I think it should go without saying that animals have absolutely no sense of morality and debatable sentience. I mean, look at this thing, there is no life behind its eyes, but that still doesn't give you the excuse to hurt them. And that is what Dr. Animo's entire character is built upon. Now, this concept is greater explored, or should I say, almost greater explored, in Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Season 3, Episode 16, The Eggman Comes Himself. Now, the plot of the episode revolves around Dr. Animo using his farm as a front for creating an army of prehistoric chicken people and also sabotaging this climate change experiment that way it can destroy the Earth. Man, if you wanted climate change to destroy the Earth, you could have just waited. But if you ignore the obvious plot hole of Dr. Animo running a farm, if you ignore the admittedly half-assed attempt at environmentalism, beneath the surface there is a much darker thing at play here. So while Dr. Animo is rambling on about how he's gonna take over the world and destroy humanity and everything, one of the mutant chickens says, "Hey, bro, I don't have a name." And then Dr. Animo's like, "Oh yeah, you're right, I kinda forgot to give you names at first." This is proof that Dr. Animo does not view his mutant animal henchmen as, well, animals. He views them as nothing more than tools for his own conquest, and this is something that I feel like is brought up very little in the franchise. Now, if you refer to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the peak of human development is self-actualization, understanding beyond our own limits. An animal like, I don't know, a chicken, is not capable of feeling any of these greater human emotions. The fact that the chicken men not only know what a name is, but also desire one, is more than enough proof that their mental capacity has evolved to the same level as a human's. But from Dr. Animo's perspective, he just wants to use them to take over the world and create global domination. If he truly cared, then he would have already named them before. There is a belief that if God truly is real and created humanity with a specific intention, then no matter what that intention is, humans would be unsatisfied by their own purpose. If these chicken men were to find out that Dr. Animo created them with the sole reason of just conquering the world, then they would be unsatisfied with that purpose. To them, Dr. Animo is their god. Imagine finding out that your own god doesn't even love you. Imagine if the episode began with that conversation. It began with Dr. Animo dismissing the needs and wants of the creatures that he's trying to conquer the world on behalf of. But then that got me thinking. Why does Dr. Animo want to conquer the world so bad with animals if he doesn't actually care about animals? I don't know. At the end of the episode, Ben turns all the chicken men back into ordinary chickens, robbing them of ever one day rising against their oppressor, Dr. Animo. Real great there, Ben, real great. I feel like Ben 10 could have really benefited from an episode like this. Something to give us a new perspective on Dr. Animo. make us view the iconic villain in a different way we've never viewed him as. Fuck. I lost my train of thought.